They smacked up yesterday.
It looked like a pug.
It's back in there now. But Debbie, the crew chief, she came to the race the other day. I'm standing there and she comes over and I get this big ass hug from behind. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, cause I ain't got eyes in the back of my head no more. I ain't got kids. So I turn around, here it's Deb, you know. It's like, holy shit. She stood and talked to me for about an hour. I think she likes me. And it's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I'm a married man.
You don't care.
Well, I do.
Hey.
Hey, you're late.
There's a 10.
Better hurry up.
He's working on it. There was a guy, you never met him. He's in good first days. His philosophy was never turn down a piece because you never know when it's going to be your last piece of number. He was on wife number 2. It was funny because wife number 1, he was cheating on her, she was cheating on him. And she ended up marrying the guy she was cheating with, and then she divorced that guy.
She was double dipping.
Yeah. So it was kind of funny because if you saw the guy, oh, this guy couldn't even have a girlfriend, much less a wife. You know?
Me, Paul?
Fat, and just, you know, and just, he was getting more ass in the toilet seat.
I don't know where it is, but those fat guys seem to do all right.
Yeah. Maybe
So do them fat women.
Maybe because they
Oh, the fat
women.
The fat women just give it up. That's how they succeed.
Yeah.
Y'all look prettier closing time.
Hey, turn the lights out. They're all
No,
fucking hot.
yeah, you don't see it, you don't care. You just punch it.
I was at the guy's place of business. He lived in Pennsylvania. And there's this sweet young thing that's like half his age. He said, yeah, I'm tapping that one too. green?
For the first one, yeah.
Yeah, the green on the GS, now they're gonna.
They should be right now. They should be green on the other one too right now.
Green flag on TCRs.
Yeah.
8.3 is the leader in that, car 3 in the GS. I think it's 3.
Yeah, that Alfa Romeo really did well at 224.
Does France still have that little platform?
Yeah, and they had a lot of trouble with it there this year. Yeah. I don't know what the deal was.
Remember we used to be able to park right there at the gate. That shit's done.
Well, they told you all, they're just...
You're only old as you feel. Today I feel about 48. I probably look like 106, but I feel about 48.
You knew Mr. Backrop passed away.
No, I didn't. Bill? Not Bill. full course light yellow. Double yellow.
Let's wave it, right?
Alright, what we got?
No, just double.
You said 3 cars in the wall?
3 cars in the wall.
Where's that thing?
What thing?
Oh,
It's over there. It's on top of my,
I see it.
He must be turn 1.
Sure that's that easy.
Yeah, it's 1. Apparently one car got it in the dirt and then the others just kind of there's 57, 95, and 70. 70 is up by 3.
He went a long way. Oh, that damn safety car kicked all that sand up.
I'll tell you what's killing me the last month is the pollen.
Yes!
We got 4 oak trees in the backyard, and if you leave your car out, 20 minutes later, it's covered with pollen.
Yeah, you ought to see my money.
Man,
I told the
that's a
agent,
lot of safety trucks.
Oh, they got 3 cars out.
3 cars.
Well, yeah.
I want to be very safe.
Keep taking that thing into the car wash. Well, I meant to. I said, you leave that pollen under, it's going to eat in the paint. She doesn't understand that.
Yeah, it
And-
will. That's how you get even with somebody that's pissed
0.
off
Last
at.
car was 0? I thought it was 10.
The last car was 10.
She probably didn't. Well, Judy, she's getting older.
I thought about
She's a
calling
sweetie.
Joanne to see if she was coming back.
Huh?
Thought about calling Joanne to see if she was going to come back.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Jen's.
Oh, there we go. Take off.
Remember what I told you several years ago?
Huh?
When the Sierra was
Oh, yeah, Rachel.
And then during the day, You got Armco damage.
Oh, they're going to be down a while then.
Medical's off at one though.
Steps, they're in trouble. They may be going bankrupt.
Who?
The toad people.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said that. Okay.
See, you know, Carlos used to do all that until these guys decided to do that. Well, NASCAR don't
If it
care.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
They always look like they gotta fix something.
Oh, it's like the Bills. Have a great team, and the next thing you know, you screw yourself up because you think you got to fix something that ain't broke.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing it smart this year. They've already gone in, and a lot of the players restructured their contracts so they can get way below the cap. So now they're like 32 million under the cap.
Wow.
But it was all the big
And athletes
neighbors.
get too much money anyway. And you know where it started? Mario Lemieux with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yep.
30-some years ago.
I can't understand baseball players getting $147 million. Excuse me?
You're playing a game.
I worked my ass off my whole life. I'll never make a million.
Well, if you take in all 40 years, I might have made
Might
a
have
million
been, yeah,
over 40
there.
years, but you know.
Well, I got lucky because of that lawsuit. I got my million. But then as soon as I got it, I had to pay
people forget
out.
they just see the dollars and they didn't, you know, look what you went through. Did a lot of people want it? No, they want the money, but they don't understand that you went through a lot of shit with physically. You know?
I got that 6-inch plate, and I got that gray cage and a computer. It's like, yeah, I'll trade anybody that wants to do this. Every day you wake up with a headache. I have to drink my first cup of coffee and
You
then
know
it's
that
gone.
the 27 for ages, they had that. Now that one guy was really messed up. Dan Newland got me $4 million. The TV ads for the same couple on TV. Dan Newland got me $2.3 million in my pocket. That means he grabbed $1.7 million.
Yeah. So why do you burn cane?
So you can get to the sugar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it gets rid of all the wrappings and stuff like that they can't use. Although you'd think they might be able to use it. Do you know that Florida is like the number 3rd or 4th cattle producer in the entire
isn't that
country?
something?
Yeah.
Well, just look at some of the farms around here, though. They're huge.
Well, yeah, and you know, you'll be going along and there's a housing development right next to it, and a field full of cattle. cows. They go, no, those are cattle. You eat cattle. You milk cows. But I still like a good steak once in a while, so now we have one about every 3rd month. We eat a lot of pork, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, that turkey and chicken.
Yep. Well, chicken's getting expensive.
Yeah, it is. Well, Nadia,
Should be about 5 minutes before we go green.
Nadia's raising chickens.
About 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll probably be another kid. Well, we got 5 minutes on tea.
both ends of it.
Yeah, you got both. He got tagged from behind. That's what did that. I'm going to get to do any blue flagging. What the hell? Look at that, it's almost an hour. 40 minutes.
No, I only have 20 minutes. Like, or
yeah, 10 after. When they start, 10 after, wasn't it?
yeah, I got 38 minutes left on my calendar clock, or hour 38.
Maybe it's a good thing it's not a 4-hour version or a 2.5-hour version.
Might not have any cars. Wow, it sound like that sailing race at the Glen.
You know, do you still follow Brandon like on his
Oh,
website?
yeah.
He's been doing good in that vintage group.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna get himself a ride eventually.
He said something about he was running second, thought he could take first, and the 50-cent part broke.
Yeah.
Eight's waving.
Going.
Control, this is 8 now, 6-9, and 1-1 are continuing from my angle, 7 is clear. Control 8 standing. Go 8.
Damage on 60.
That's somebody else who knows it was someone else. And then after that, I don't know what happened. Clearly it went beyond that.
Yeah. Damn, are we actually gonna go do some racing here? Come on, fellas. Shit, gonna have half your race is gonna be under yellow.
5.7 in the tire wall. 5.7 into the tire wall. Driver's all right. 69 had damage, 55 had damage, and 73 was way behind the rest of the field, so I don't know what that was all about.
Wasn't he the leader? 73?
He was lead. And then 16 Alpha is surfaced, so he must have left something.
Damn, you guys are being horrible this race. Come on.
Pits are open for GS.
They haven't had a chance to race. Why do they got a pit?
Yeah, it's open so that they don't have to do it.
Right. They'll go in and top off with gas. That'd be a good idea.
Under yellow too.
Always.
It's the easiest time to pick.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true. That is true. It may not be the most legal, but it is true.
It's the easiest time. Just kind of just mosey. They're going 35, you go 40.
All right.
So she'd take our pictures all the time. Put us
8 is now double yellow.
So they got them all out of the wall.
Looks like it. Well, I mean, they're coming around, but...
They might get going then.
$16 wide for safety.
Man, they got a damn good burn going. Holy jeez. Somebody's gonna say, I ain't getting no sun, it's cloudy. No, no, it's smoky.
I keep hearing him say Buffalo. What is the Buffalo?
The jet dryer, the other one.
All right.
The one from Daytona.
That's the one with the snorkel thing out in the front.
Yeah.
That's properly named. Up in Detroit, they named theirs up there Snuffle Up, I guess, or Snuffy for short, as the Muppets do.
Yeah. Well, I got two of them, so.
Either that or they're going to win another race.
Yeah.
Man, that is... I hope none of you guys ever have to have rectal surgery because...
It ain't fun.
It ain't fun. Even when it's benign, and they tell you, but it's still going to come out.
Oh, yeah?
And when Mother Nature says, son, get your ass on that seat, she ain't kidding.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't get your gallbladder out and eat something greasy.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, the first time I went and had fries, it was like, holy cow, I didn't even got like 3 into me. It was like, go to the bathroom. I thought they were kidding when they said, don't eat no fried food. Oh, they were dead serious.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one, you know, I mean, the worst 2 weeks of my life was from the biopsy till it came back as benign, but then they said, but it's coming out anyway. That was no fun. Not at all.
Especially when you have to lay there with your butt in the air.
Well, I was lucky it was just day surgery, you know. It depended on how they had to reach it.
Yeah.
And I went in the morning, I was home at night, and they said, you know, it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
What's his name?
I had a subscription to Playboy until Erica got into one of her launches. She was like 3 years old, maybe it's technical. And renew it. But I was only reading it for the article.
Oh, that's exactly what Peanut says.
Oh, you're learning to read. From the article.
Dad says I got to go to the reading room.
Yeah.
This back?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It's honestly, that period was the worst 2 weeks of my life waiting for that biopsy to develop. I didn't.
Oh yeah, you never know.
Well, I don't think I slept 4 hours in 2 weeks, you know, and it was terrible. But when I got the results, it was
Lights
like,
out,
wow.
flags down.
Of course, that's when they said, but of course, it's still got to come out. And I'm like, ah. You know. And that was, I had the cataract surgery. The next week I had colon surgery. And then the week after that I had cataract surgery at Alfa. Sometimes it goes up.
That's what you call doing 2 drops. No.
Peanut roast.
Yeah, she's doing 2 drops now, and then I think in another week or so she goes to 1 drop a day or so.
Well, yeah, there's like three things. Then when you stop that, the pressure, sometimes after cataract, it goes up a little bit, like that. Keeps the pressure down. Doesn't slow your heart down. Boink, boink, it's done. It takes you 10 seconds. You do it that time. Like in the last 3 years, basically. Every time I go in, they tell me, yeah. Why can't I come back every 6 months? Oh, you want to see it? Yeah, so you can go in the first time.
Exactly. It's all about the money.
Now, the good thing is, after holidays, is the Formula 1 fan, so I go in, and we'll talk racing for a little bit. You know, hey, look at the results, say you're good, then we'll start talking racing.
At least you get your money's worth. Are they still waiting to put the motor back on that one, or?
Been there for years. You know, there's one over by the buildings that they use for parts, I guess. That's been there as long
A
as I've
long
been there.
time, yeah. See, last year I thought they were just waiting to put their motor. I bet you the reason why it's still here, they ain't got paid.
I heard that it's a lot cheaper for them to leave it there than I guess they're actually from Miami or something. That's what I was told, but I don't
wouldn't
know.
doubt it. Miami probably charged an arm and a leg.
So, you know. Do you see where somebody bought Elvis's own plane? They're going to restore it, but they'll restore it to take it around to different venues.
Yes.
So it probably won't have the wings on it or something. Who knows?
He's going to rake in the dough because everybody's going to go in.
Yeah. Ah, well. They said it sat on the runway for what, 40 years.
Did you see my post where I was security for KISS?
No.
Yeah, when they came to Rockville, I was their security.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I was standing there and Paul comes in and I says, "Good evening, Mr. Stanley. My name's John, I'm your security." He walks right up to me. "My name ain't Mr. Stanley, it's Paul." It's like, yes! I got a bunch of guitar picks, I got a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of pictures. Talked to Gene and I says, "Yeah, this is the 34th time I got to see you guys." And he says, "No way." He goes, "Well, how old are you?" And I go, "I turned 70 in a couple of months." He goes, "Oh, well, you probably could have seen us that many times."
Yeah.
He said, "I've been seeing you since 1971.
Yep. Sometimes it's concrete, sometimes it's rubber. 39,
Just trying a new
and then
line.
2 other cars are getting penalties. One started the wrong driver. One they made some mistake on the start, and I forgot what the other one was. I might have the. Oh wait.
I think the penalties were for
One is standing.
stupidity, more stupidity, and immense stupidity.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you start the wrong driver?
Okay. How about this?
All depends
how
on
about
what
those
they're
numbers?
drinking." Hey, when we get a break after this one, see if we can bring us some water. Meet him halfway for some water.
I've got some in my.
Yeah, I got
some in my cooler.
Now that one's Dr. Giovanni. He drives the slower one.
Yeah.
He is such
Giovanni.
a nice guy. I get to talk to him all the time. He's the one that told me don't take the flu shot or the COVID shot. So I listened to him. I figured he knew what he was talking about.
Redoing all the fiber optics up. Well, 20, 21, and 22 they were doing ours.
Spectrum's up
We still
there.
get some spectrum. Pixelation.
Spectrum's doing
Not as bad as we used to.
Yeah, they're doing everything.
So the
What were the penalties again? Yeah, one started the wrong driver. I think that
numbers
and somebody had an issue on this restart, and I forgot what the other one.
too. Yeah, start, restart, and run drive.
3919
Ben Keating's down here. He's driving for one of the teams.
Keating's in two cars. He's in the 52 LMP2 in IMSA and the 33 Corvette.
Yep,
What was that?
Ben Keating. I got to know him.
1-0 has left.
There was side-to-side contact between two cars. I think he might have been one of them, so we're looking for a lot of damage.
So his dick clock rust to die.
Yeah. We were training him, me and Tim, when I started to tell you earlier. And we were at during the Porsche clash. Well, all of a sudden, I'm talking to him to watch how to watch the One of them loses it, comes right into
little bit askew, but nothing major. Probably a couple pounds of downforce, but that's it.
It wasn't 2 minutes later, another car, same thing. I tell you what, he was gone. He was
He came back. Yeah.
he was there every weekend. He never missed.
It was his wife Betty still alive?
Yeah, he's still there. And Bill, with this experimental drugs and that, he should have been dead a year ago. He's still here too. I mean, he's in like every other month. And the doctors told me, I don't know why he's still alive.
He's a dirty, rotten scoundrel. He paid the price.
That's why
car is not second, I can tell you that much. The 71 car, that was the car that won with like the C's differential, wasn't it? A couple of years ago? And it's like he was like spraying oil all over the guy behind him. Got to the checkered flag and not a foot more. Stopped at pit in, or pit out.
Rebel Rock.
Yeah.
McLaren must have bid it.
Yeah. About 10 minutes ago was when the pits opened for, if you wanted to do a driver change, a minimum driver time was met. About 10 minutes ago.
The blue and white McLaren near the end of the field, and it's got front end damage.
Alright, that one, yeah.
I missed the number on it.
6.9. 6.9.
I knew it was 9 something, but I...
We should be about halfway, I think.
Yeah.
Actually more than that.
Yeah, it's over at 3 what?
What were we?
310?
thank you. That's what I got. That lead TCR car in front of it, there's like a big group of TCR cars. The first one, the number 10 car, he's a lap down.
Yeah.
Holds everybody else up.
Yeah, he's the one that went off.
Yeah.
I think first car's 7.3, if I think right.
Yeah, here's your leaders right here. GS and TCR. Saved it.
Got 6A and 7 waving and full course. I didn't hear it. Yeah, nobody else heard it. I think was in turn 5 from another car.
Say again?
It broke a suspension link.
Who was it?
8-9 is off around 7, but he got punted somewhere between 5 and 6A by another car, which probably causes suspension damage. 6 additional.
And I think 8-9 is my local team. They it's a bunch of Honda mechanics that work up in Marysville.
Side to side 8937 is being reported. It's warm, isn't it?
Well, they said it was going to get up to about 80.
Bids are open for G.
What?
The big boys. got a couple metal to metal. Might be a position We're just saving them airtime. There's another one. I mean, I have just one question. Is this pilot challenge or a spec Miata race? Just asking.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Spec Miata.
I think a spec Miata. They don't crash as much as this.
Oh yes, they do. I mean, you know, January
Well-
we had 92 of them go out on Friday.
No, the difference
88
is,
of them started.
okay, the spec Miatas crash as much, but they continue
Yeah.
Yes.
dragging parts.
I call spec Miatas and the spec Racer Fords Timex cars. They take a licking and they keep on ticking.
Yes, they do.
8-9 is on a tilt bed.
Did you see Mr. Lee Hill got out of the Spec Racer? I don't know if he's out of it, but he's now got a Nissan.
Daughter's driving the spec Racer and she crashes a lot. Or gets crashed. I think her name is Linda.
The one pro race I ever ran was the spec racer was at Detroit Grand Prix, and I crashed on after a lap and a half and finished 52nd out of 63.
Not too
I
bad
would've
for not
done it.
racing.
Most expensive lap and a half of my life, and worth every penny.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm guessing all the GS cars just pitted. Yeah, because they can all make it home from here. Just about, depending on the more thirsty ones, maybe not, but
That'd be cool.
To give it a try.
Yeah.
If you're not in the lead, and if you are in the lead, you might have
fixed. Well, they were closed. They're closed like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're open like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, kind of thing. So I said, okay. Turned around and we went to the Oakwood by the Citrus Tower. Nancy likes that one better than the one that's kind of further up from us on 27th. And we get, walk right in, get a table, and the waitress said, we got a special today. Reuben.
Just what Nancy wanted.
No, but just what Bobby wanted.
Oh!
Honest to God, John, it came out, it was this thick with the meat. And I'm looking at it, and it's like a sandwich like this.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh, well, I think I can. And there were two big guys sitting at not the table opposite, but like the next table over, and we're talking big boys. And so on the way out, they finished, and they were sitting there talking, and Nancy and I started to walk by, and the one guy starts talking to me, and he said, we come here because we don't like Sunnies. And I said, there's a Sunnies on 50 just west off of 27. I said, I was there 4 or 5 years ago was the last time. I said, the ribs, I ordered a combo plate, and I'd ordered it down in Florida City. I'd ordered it in Vero, and I ordered it there. The ribs were pretty good. The pulled pork, I make better sometimes, but it wasn't bad. The brisket, I looked at it, and I go, what the hell? It was like paper thin, about 4 or 5 slices, and it looked like somebody dunked them in hot water. So when the waitress came over, she said, well, and I never criticize the meals or stuff, how you say that's okay. I said, well, and I told her, I said, the ribs were good, the pulled pork was okay, but I said, I have no clue what that's supposed to be. On the menu it says brisket. First thing she did was kind of apologize. She knocked $5 off, and then she gave a senior discount on top of that. Well, we haven't been back since, and they've remodeled it.
That's like Chick-fil-A at Daytona. The whole building down.
Those two big boys and we agreed on Sunnies.
Sonny's barbecue, you said?
Well, the big one, right?
Sonny's barbecue, you said?
I don't know why they don't put a piece of steak on it. He's still going.
Yeah, but he's letting everybody buy him.
Yeah.
Maybe a rookie driver. Change drivers.
Like
first
Lee
time
Hill's
out.
daughter, that she's got an X on the back of the car. In January, she crashed. Out of the 3 times I've seen her race here, she crashed twice, or got crashed. I think she might have gotten crashed if she wasn't. But anyway, but the last time I think she finished.
You're saying Sonny's barbecue?
Yeah, terrible.
You know who I know is at least majority owner of it?
I don't care. Their stuff was terrible.
Dale Coyne.
Not Sunny.
Yeah.
Dale Coyne, the IndyCar team owner.
Yeah. Well, I like his teams, but
Yeah.
the barbecue was terrible.
Yeah, we went there and got the chicken. It was so dry.
Now, ironically, the Oakwood Smokehouse, they say they're not a chain. They're family owned. They're not a chain. There's 4 of them in the area. Citrus Tower up by us. There's one over in Wildwood that's an express, and there's one up in the Villages. And I'm sorry, but you got more than 2. That's a chain.
Yeah,
maybe family owned, but Nancy likes their fish dinners. Get the pulled pork. Oh my God, though, the servings that they'll put out sometimes it's like pretty big.
Yep, we went to that Burgundy Square in Venice, and I got a fish sandwich. Well, actually, I got enough fish that I could have made 3 sandwiches.
You hanging out each side?
Oh man, they like cut them in 4 sections, and each section piece was about that big, and they laid it on top of each other, and the roll was this big, and the sandwich was about like that.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say I have brought meals home now. I never going green this glad.
Well, it doesn't hurt to bring one home. You can have it tomorrow.
Well, that's it. It's like we used to order pizza and we mail that pizza. Now we're getting half of it home.
Yeah. Well, we're at that age now. We know we don't have to eat it all. You know, being a kid, I could eat a whole freaking pizza by myself. Oh yeah. Can't do that anymore. And you know I did because I owned the pizzeria.
That was me.
Oh yeah.
Make your own lunch.
We got 40 minutes left.
I'll tell you how to make it. Put it all crap together.
That's why I like the moonshine. I love the guy what they're putting in and everything.
Remember when those guys went course marshal from down there?
Oh,
I can't think of the guy's name, but
yeah.
he got in with one of the manufacturers. Him and buddy from the mechanics. So whenever they came, it was August was when they'd be at Watkins, and they bring him a bottle of lubricant. But charge every time. I mean, it was good stuff. It had pineapple in it.
Yeah.
We were all taking swings of it, and then the guy sitting next to me, I joked about the market. About that much left, pineapple in it. Pineapple in the end, yeah, okay. It was the booze.
Wasn't that pineapple? Dan Pearson, one of my friends, he's from Virginia, and he's got a buddy right up the mountain. He rents
Blimey. It would be under review.
Well, that's Dan brought it for the turkey talk. And at the end of it, we all go to the thing because at the end of the event, drink all the alcohol and booze that's left over. It's just free. Well, I took a shot of the moonshine. I got home, was eating dinner, and Jeree says, my head was on the table. She says, get up and go to bed. I had one shot, and it knocked me for a loop.
Yep.
I told him next weekend, I said, I ain't drinking no more of your shine. That stuff's dangerous.
I can remember.
I've got a funny story about Romanian moonshine between the sessions.
Waka.
No, Trica.
Rika?
It's Romanian. It's it's usually between 40 and 86% alcohol.
Yeah.
It's made out of plums and
Oh, plum sounds like that'd be good.
it is good.
So
The stuff we had was called Trica's baby brother. It was only 35%.
Still knocks you out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And my dad got it. Okay, so my dad travels for a living, and he got it from his cab driver. He got it from the cab driver.
Metal to metal at 7, and it's whichever number belongs to the Mustang.
Yeah, so I think 70% of the plums they make are used to make it. 70% of the plums made in that country are for alcohol.
17 Alpha waving. 17 Alpha waving. Stand by, stand by.
Again? Goodness gracious.
56 is in the wall, nose in.
Who was it?
56.
Wall. Full card.
I should just leave it on there.
Short yellow.
Pretty much. It's a short one, so they say.
I hope so.
Well,
There was that one short yellow from a couple of years ago, and they were rebuilding the wall, but it was short yellow in name only because they had to rebuild the wall.
Hey, that cloud's coming back slowly. It must be done with the burn.
Get the white ready.
Walking it down, or you want me? You're bringing it down here, or you need somebody to meet? Copy, thank you. You're supposed to bring us water. Some of these stations, they're calling in like a number, and then they're getting a report from some station that's not even close by. I don't understand what's going on with that. It's like there's a whole bunch of incidents all at the same time. It's got a big Kensington door.
I think there are at least 2 different incidents.
Yeah, there is.
And
8 and 17A or something.
I've used the white flag more than I used the blue. And
yeah,
you ain't
I think there's only one car that's not on the lead lap.
Yeah, this car just passed us.
Yeah, 10.
I think 14 maybe, and a lead lap actually.
What, is John walking it down? Kind of looks like John coming. Kind of looks like John walking down.
Could be. I suppose I should go meet him. We'll see.
I got 3 bucks in my up at the right. How do you do that before I go through? I know everything that goes on the whole day.
Well, they won't have any trouble finishing the race without another pit stop.
Right.
Minutes to go.
Yes. Yeah, right about there. On 19 or 29.
Okay, here's the deal. Listen up careful. Somebody pulled some strings. We're to leave as much of this stuff out here that we can leave, which means fill this up. And tomorrow we should be getting a ride out here in his truck. Supposedly Jim is arranged for special things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we'll try and leave as much of this stuff here as we can. This isn't really cold, but it's got a little ice with it. for everybody.
When you said you arranged something special, I thought, well, you know, maybe
We've been talking about moonshine, you know.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd arrange some white lightning for us. But
There's still lights in that.
and it could still be.
Could have perked us up a little.
Yeah, it put you to sleep a little. But anyway, so it looks like we might not have to worry about the shuttle tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
White blue Aston Martin
Yeah.
and 3 donut marks.
Oh yeah.
Somebody must have given him a little, or he gave somebody a little.
Yeah, Dr. Ted, he's looking pretty damn good for his age, and he's still driving.
He's in his 70s, isn't he?
I think he's close to his 80s.
Shit.
You know they had that car as a pro in Daytona so you didn't have to do as much drive time? That's reading the rules.
But the thing is, he's out there and we ain't.
Exactly.
Well, back when I was a pit marshal, I used to go down to Road Atlanta for the runoffs a lot. I did like 7 or 8 of them. And the one year, Harvey Templeton had pole for Formula Ford, and he was 70 then. If he was alive today, he'd be over 100. He didn't finish first, but he started first. Oh, and Reeves Calloway, you know, with the Corvettes, he used to run a Formula V. There is a picture taken of him, I think it was starting up past turn 1, but starting up through that Road Atlanta upside down in the air. Now I saw
Kind of like Ed Sanders?
yeah, well, that Sanders just went up and came down, boom.
He literally going to the duck around the chicane at the duck pond. Somebody had dropped a tire in the middle of the track. He hit it and went.
He went up,
He come down.
and this was second day of driver school.
Oh
And
God.
he says, Bob, when you're that high in the air and it's really quiet, you know it's not going to end well. And he came straight down, and his V became a V, but he got his license.
Yeah, he did.
So we always
Nice
said that
flight
he,
there.
for a flagger, he had the altitude record in a Formula V at Watkins Glen. He lost his wife just 2.5 years ago now. She was only 61 years old.
I still have a hard time with Sandy going like that.
Well,
She just
we
hemorrhaged.
were
Out of
going to
nowhere,
go
they
there
couldn't
the year
stop it.
before that for Thanksgiving at their house. We got there, nobody's there. And I finally got a hold of her. She was in the hospital then, and that was almost a year before she died. And so we had taken hamburger buns to feed Buffalo Bill there.
Yeah.
So we fed him in the bowl, and then we left for home. We
You know,
stopped at Winn-Dixie there. Between their house and our house, and we bought like a rotisserie chicken. That was our Thanksgiving dinner that year.
Well, they still don't know what caused her to hemorrhage. They had no idea.
No idea, yeah.
All right, here we go.
you got me hanging around. I read your mind. Where the hell did that go?
Restart. 23 minutes to go. Yay.
Boy, that first car doing all
That
the
should be
doing.
more than 6 or 7 more
Cautions.
that were yellow.
I said to Bolduc, I said, what is this, a freaking Spec Miata race? I was up at Daytona, and we were doing them 1 and 2, kind of rotating down through and back. And I'm standing there, and they're coming out of the pits to go out on the opening lap. And 101 Red, he runs some majors, but mainly regionals. He goes by, no net. And the first lap out, they always want it quiet, you know. And I saw it, and I just went, oh, 101 Red, no window net. Up in the tower, on the radio, you hear, seriously? So they meatballed him. He came in, put it up, and then when he came by me, I just went like, and he goes, okay, you know, okay, you know. He knew he missed it, didn't have it up.
Pit lane should have caught it.
Yeah.
Should have stopped him before he got out. Pit lane.
Yeah.
Pit marshal should have caught that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because somebody said something about it, and then as soon as he went by me, I'm watching. I mean, I wasn't as far from him as the other side of the Jersey barrier, you know.
Oh yeah, now.
And I'm going like,
2, yeah.
crap. You know? But
That leader, every time he touches them brakes, he's on 3 wheels.
Oh yeah.
a little stiffly sprung, was he? I just can't imagine some of these prototypes, and as bumpy as this track is. Oh my God, how they? Well, they're young and we're not, but you know, he is.
Yeah, and they're in the car for a while. This average of what, 4 hours? Shit, I don't think I'd be able to make 2. Who knows? I'd probably get in and go around 2 laps and say, shit, I gotta get out.
They're 2006, I think it was, Watkins. It was Ferrari weekend.
Oh, jeez.
And they said any flaggers want to get a ride around at lunchtime. Oh, $5.
Yeah.
I thought, shit, right around the Ferrari, you bet. We got there was 2 M3s, a mini Spec Miata, and a Lotus Elise.
That's one where you
I got the Lotus because I was the shortest guy. I'm in there with my head and the helmet on like this. And they let us drive to certain stations on track. So I know the corners and that, but I wasn't used to going into them at the speed
He
we were.
was.
And your butt is like this far off the pavement, you know. And I thought, 9-8, we're gonna die right here at 9-8. Whoop, we're down in the toe of the boot. We're going up, you know.
I thought you were going to tell him about Chuck tonight.
Oh, new leader.
Our friend Canada. So they take him out and they're just going all of a sudden. I ain't feeling so good. Wind is up. Oh.
All over the inside of the BMW.
So now we gave him a new name. Up Chuck Canuck.
And that stopped the ride-arounds.
Yes, they no longer.
And here's
offer
the
us.
good part. He can't come back in the U.S. because he tried to come in and he made the mistake at the border. Now, he'd been doing this for years.
Told me it's
I
worse.
said, where are you going? He said, I'm working down at Watkins Glen. Work? Where's your visa? No, it's volunteer. We don't get paid. You said work. Where's your paperwork? And they wouldn't let him in.
Well, he's going back into the pits.
So
One year I was working down at the Grand Prix, and my wife likes to gamble, so and Caesars is right across the river, so she had free room, so I was staying
Yeah.
and coming over. I came in and I said, well, where are you going? I'm working at the Grand Prix, and he looks at me and says, you're volunteering at the Grand Prix, right?
And you said yes.
I said, yes, sir, absolutely. Now I'm an American, so I could be working, but you know, but it's like
Yeah.
he said, oh, you gotta say the right word.
Bottom line with mine was they were supposed to give us 3 laps. I got 4.
Hey, I had my leg surgery for my knee that time. So Jerry got me a ride when they had the trucks.
Oh, yeah. Down at was it Daytona? Or?
No, it's the Glen.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, he scared. I thought we were going over because he just was through the turn. I'm thinking it was the following week they rolled one of the pickups.
Wow.
And guess who's not driving truck no more? That guy.
But, you know, you
Yeah,
only paid your
good
pants a little bit, right? Yeah, and, you know, when we got home when I got home that week, because each lap was more fun than the first lap, you know. I got home and I told Nancy, yeah, I got to ride around and Lotus and all that. How was it? I said, pretty good. She didn't be your pants. No. Smart ass.
I'm not in a BMW. I ain't a sponsor. The guy here literally pooped and puked all in the same ride around in the back seat. And then the guy wrecks the freaking car.
oh,
Yeah, that's why they ended up with 2 Beamers that year, because they came up with 3 and left with 2.
oof.
I knew right off, though, way back in the late 60s, early 70s, I was on this side of the guardrail. Nose to tail, was that 13?
7-1 tail, and I'm
I
not
got
sure
that.
whose nose.
I got that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got 27 nose to 7-1 tail. I don't know. These guys, it's like amateur night, for God's sake. Brandon ought to be in here instead of running that Vantage series.
Run that Austin Martin, run the shit out of it.
Well, you know, and he was having trouble getting any sponsors, so it was all his own, his father's money. He was faster than their regular driver.
See, that to me tells me there's something wrong with it when you got to have that kind of money to drive their stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it cost him like 250 grand.
Well, I know my friend Cole Pashang there. GMS Racing said, hey, we want to hire you on as a developmental driver. But in order to do that, we need you to bring $2 million with you. If you want to hire me, why am I bringing that kind of money?
Stand by.
Again?
Between 14 and
This
15.
one's mechanical.
This one will probably end under yellow.
Start is standing. Stand by, stand by. Stand by.
Looks like he gave it back.
7-4?
9-2. 5-9 on 9-2. But it looked like he gave it back. It looked like he gave it back.
Yeah. Not gonna worry about it. Not this late in the race.
Yeah. If they come back around and it's still... What is it, like first 30 or 5, or it's like first 15 or last 15 minutes of the race, it's automatically a short yellow?
A tank slapper. Somebody ought to slap her. Send her back to the UK.
Yeah.
Hey, those three guys?
Ted?
Do those three guys still come over from the UK for Vantage?
They didn't make it. Because of the COVID thing, the restrictions.
Oh, yeah. The one, remember,
Igor?
his, the bigger guy, his mom lives over in Texas. Then there was another Robert, and we worked together one time. We're working the old 15 where they come up out of the boot. Well, I don't know what we got talking. I said something about tea. He goes, well, of course you Yanks don't know how to make a proper pot of tea. I said, just a minute. I said, if we want a proper pot of tea at home, my wife reaches up in the cupboard and gets the dried tea. She gets the water on a boil, she puts the pot, she puts the tea in, and it sits tea. Oh, well, I guess you do know how to make a proper pot of tea. Of course, you know, she puts it in the little thing that sets down in there versus having the sieve and pouring it through the sieve, you know, but that's the way you do it, you know.
Yep.
But I was gonna kick out, oh, I guess you do know how to make it proper. Oh, my wife's on,
All kinds of things Dutch.
English, Irish, Dutch.
I'm German Irish.
Yeah, my
Got nose
grandmother,
and no ass.
well, my mother's mother was from England. But her family, prior to that, was from Ireland. Her husband, my grandfather, who I never knew because I was 10 months old when he died, that's German and Dutch. And I really normally didn't give a crap about genealogy, but Nancy liked it. And apparently on Dad's side, they're all Welsh. So that accounts for the way he was stubborn as hell.
Oh, yeah. Don't wreck now, it's a caution.
Why not? All his friends are.
I mean, you know. I remember one Indy 500 that coming down to take the green and they spun off
Spun
and
off
wham,
and
right, the pole sitter. He hit the,
1992, Roberto Guerrero.
oh God, that was right in their driver's lap. Boom.
Yeah, that year it was extremely cold, and my parents, who had just come back from their honeymoon, were in shorts. And they were the only people in shorts, because they thought it was going to be Indy in May, not February.
Well, that's like Carl Edwards at the Glen when he got to driving the prototypes. It was a pace lap, and he wrecked it. I'm sorry, there ain't nobody out there. You're by your lonesome. Oh, you're bringing one in. I can hear him coming.
Bummer on the Bimmer.
Bimmer ain't had a good year this year so far. Turner Motorsports has had a good year though.
Oh yeah.
That's where Rachel Paul.
You met my buddy John Edridge, right? The steward from Vero.
Yeah.
Back in 1974, he bought a BMW 2002. Beautiful when they were nice, small, little, beautiful cars. Blue. My buddy up in Rhode Island and we told him, because John kept his stuff immaculate, but he doesn't keep it long, you know? And we said, look, whenever you want to get rid of this, at least give one of us first chance.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's driving an RX-7.
Ah.
John, you said you agreed to give at least one of us a bid. He said, well, I was driving down around Stone Mountain,
Oh.
and there was a railroad crossing that didn't have anything other than a crossing. There was no lights, no gate. He shortened it up by 3 feet.
Oh.
Never forgave him for that. That was a great little car. Fun to drive.
Yeah, Dree had the sheriff in their town in Idaho, in Rigby, Idaho, and They have no idea what he was doing or what was the matter because the arms were down and everything. He drove right into the side of a train.
Wow.
Killed him.
So one of my cousins, her husband was, to be polite, enjoyed the grain. And he was coming home from the Legion or something one night. And there was a flatbed turning around on the road, didn't know his lights on.
No.
Yeah.
What's up?
The 9.2 has a little crescent of rubber on the passenger door. So maybe it was a 9.2.
How did Alfa Romeo
So
get
he
first?
ends up in the hospital, and he's been in there a few days, and they're going to release him the next morning. He died that night. Best favor he ever did my cousin. She got about $1 million out of it. But she spent it on the kids.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she spent $10 on her own, but she spent it all for the kids. Although she did get a house. But it's an older Ryan house, raised ranch. She didn't spend a lot on it. But she took care of those kids. They came first.
Well, you look at my wheel.
Restart. Green, green, green. Last lap.
All my grandkids are in the wheel. None of my kids are. All the grandkids.
Yeah.
How did 3 get first?
I don't know.
Because the last time he went around, he was the second. Now this time he came around, he was the first.
Maybe they corrected the order. I don't know. Which car?
The little Alfa Romeo.
Oh.
They're talking about right now. The 9.6 and the 3.
Yeah. Because the Bimmer was in first and the Alfa Romeo was second. And he'd been that way for laps.
Yeah.
And then this last lap around, the Alfa was in front.
Cheated.
See, I do pay attention.
What? 5 is white.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
We're on the last lap.
I know, but this has just been ridiculous. Really ain't been much of a race. It's been mainly yellow.
Where did they go next time? They're off for a while, aren't they?
Laguna, I think.
Yeah, in the Laguna. And then
Ronnie Branham will probably, he'll probably be working that. We email every week, and I haven't worked with him in like 8 years or so.
All right, that guy's good.
That tire's done. Five, 9, and 1, 9.
Yeah, 1.9 and 5.9.
Yeah.
5.9 went into 19.
Yeah, and they were both off track when it happened.
He definitely got a flat tire. Look at that smoke.
Damn!
He's gonna hit that start finish. That's the last thing he does.
We had 5.9 into 1.9, causing 1.9 to spin. There was contact, and both continued. The 1.9 did quite a bit of damage.
In the right rear.
On the last freaking lap.
That's why I say that 1.9's gonna make it no matter what, because you're gonna burn that tire
He
off.
ain't going to be happy.
Oh no,
Well,
he's
that
not.
right rear was,
Flat.
yeah, destroyed.
He's gonna leave that carcass somewhere.